Panettone is an Italian Christmas bread made with a brioche-like dough and is infused with loads of flavor and studded with juicy raisins and dried fruits of your choice. This panettone recipe is a simple recipe that doesn't require a stand mixer, and in this recipe we are not using a preferment, and so it's so much easier to make than a traditional panettone. And you will be so happy to see how beautiful, flavorful and tasty our panettone bread will turn out. So in this video, let's see how to make this easy panettone in 5 simple steps. So as the first step, let's prepare our bread dough. For that, we'll need only 6 basic ingredients: some flour, milk, egg, and some sugar and salt, and yeast as a leavening agent. We are not using butter right now as it can delay the formation of gluten. Into a bowl, add in milk, which is not cold nor hot but just slightly warm, and then add in yeast and stir until it gets dissolved in milk. And then add in the sugar, salt, and eggs, and mix them all together. And now let's add in the flour in 3 parts and combine them all together until it forms a shaggy mass of dough. And we need to make sure there are no dry patches left behind. And it took only 5 minutes, and now our dough is ready. So let's wrap it with a plastic film and let the dough sit and rise in a warm environment for 1 hour. And in the meantime, let's prepare our special ingredients that are going to give our panettone its unique flavor. So here I've taken some raisins, apricots, and some chopped candied peels. And for making panettone and for fruit cakes, I highly recommend using homemade candied peels. They are so much better than store-bought ones, not only in a sense that they can give a fresh flavor, but also we can get rid of all those preservatives and high sugar content, and they are so easy to make and we can make them ahead of time. And to enhance that fruity flavor, I'm adding zest of 1 orange and lemon. And to bring that festive flavor to our panettone bread, we can't skip adding vanilla. So either we can use pure vanilla extract or vanilla seeds from vanilla pod. So it's been an hour and our dough has risen slightly, and now it's the 3rd step, and we are now going to make our regular dough into a festive panettone dough. So let's transfer this dough onto a clean work surface, and we are going to add all those special ingredients into our dough. So let's add in the softened butter, and we need to knead the dough. For kneading the dough, we can use a stand mixer or we can knead the dough by hand. And in the beginning of kneading, we may find it difficult to combine the butter into the dough, but it will slowly come together. And for this kind of enriched dough, I found slapping the dough and folding it onto itself and then repeating the same motion will help to knead the dough more easily and to achieve a good gluten strength. And after kneading the dough for 10 minutes, our dough should be soft and supple and elastic enough that we can stretch the dough into a thin membrane without tearing. And this shows that our dough is well kneaded and our dough can make wonderful panettone bread. And now let's add in the zest of orange and lemon and vanilla, and then the raisins, candied peels and dried apricots. And we can use cranberries or chopped almonds or pistachios. And incorporate all those into the dough. And here I lightly greased the work surface with some butter and also my hands, and finally shape it into a 10-sieve dough ball. And now let's place this dough onto our panettone mold. And now it's the fourth step, that is the final proofing. So we need to keep our dough in a warm environment for about 2 hours or until it gets doubled in size. This proofing time may differ slightly according to the warmth of our place. So to give an optimum warmth to my dough, I placed my dough inside my oven with the oven lights on. So it took almost 2 hours for my dough to rise well. And now let's take the dough out of the oven and start preheating the oven to 350 Fahrenheit. And now let's brush the top of our dough with some egg wash, which will make the top of our panettone golden brown and shiny when it's been baked. And now let's score the top with a sharp knife or using a sharp blade, and then place a tablespoon of butter on top. This will help the bread to get good oven spring when we take it into the oven. And now it's ready to go into the oven. So bake at 350 Fahrenheit preheated oven for 30 minutes, and then reduce the temperature to 325 Fahrenheit and bake for another 25 to 30 minutes. And if you find the top getting over browned, you can tint the top with an aluminum foil. And after baking, take it out of the oven, and as it is a tall and cylindrical bread, it will have a tendency to collapse and fall on itself. And so to prevent that, we need to hang it upside down. So insert skewer into the loaves towards the base of panettone and flip them upside down and let it cool down completely. And they smells amazing, and each of those bites will have tasty enriched brioche bread filled with juicy raisins infused with citrus and vanilla flavors. And we can smell the smell of Christmas, and its consistency is confusing whether it's a cake or a bread, and we can say it's a fruit cake in the form of a bread. And I hope you found this recipe simple and easy, and I hope you will make this at home, and I hope everybody will love it. And you will get the complete written recipe at marieboosters.com. The link is given in the description box below and in the iCard above. And if you like this video, please give your valuable thumbs up, and please don't forget to share this recipe with your friends and family. And thank you so much for your love and support, and thanks for watching this video. See you next time.